Recently, a major YouTube influencer with over 2 million subscribers by the name of Hamza has come out in support of the carnivore diet. So who is this Hamza and what did he have to say about the diet? Well, let's take a look. Hamza has a YouTube channel which focuses on helping young men to become stronger people. He has about 830 videos, all focused on different aspects of mentoring young men. Now, he may be onto something, as being less masculine seems to be a thing these days. Patrick Bet-David also has picked up on this, as have many others. His success certainly has attracted some negative attention, of course, mostly from people who don't think men should perhaps act like men. Hamza explains why he feels that the carnivore diet may be what humans evolved to eat.
But rather, this might actually make sense to be the real diet that humans are supposed to be on, because you've heard of the Ice Age before, right? There's been times where the Earth cooled down dramatically and pretty much entered this Ice Age, this frozen age. In that time, humans survived, of course. Some big, thick, fatty animals survived, the mammoth and the bears. Were there plants growing through the ice ages?
He also has read about our relationship with megafauna, in other words, big, fat, juicy animals that pretty much taste good.
There's a really famous book that a bunch of high-level people always seem to be very interested in. The book is called Sapiens. And it talks about our history as humans and how we developed. And, the first human was like born here and we evolved from these guys and we started to spread out across the globe. It's a very interesting book. And it talks about this very interesting phenomenon that when you'd see evidence of early humans entering a new land, like early humans ventured out and got to Australia, all of the big meaty animals there started dying off. Very interesting that one by one, mankind spread to different parts of the earth and the animals there started to die off.
This concept of humans following megafauna and hunting them has been documented in a research paper about the Levantine overkill. What does he think is causing modern day men to be weak in many ways?
All we have to do is eat real food that our ancestors ate. And instead we eat fake food that's made in labs by evil scientists and companies that have made us sick.
He also seems to have a pretty clear perspective on how to put a carnivore diet into action.
What do you eat on the carnivore diet? You eat as much of your calories from meat as you can. So all we want is just meat. Now, this is where a lot of guys will start overthinking and thinking, wait, should it be grass-fed meat? Should it be beef? Should it be fish? Should it be this? Pasta-fed, because a grain-fed is bad. The truth is that eating pretty much any kind of meat, in my opinion, and you just test this for yourself, loads of people will disagree. All the vegans are going to disagree. All the high-carb bodybuilders are going to disagree. Just try this for yourself soon, right? In my opinion, just any kind of meat is going to make you feel so much better.
My personal insight into grass-fed versus grain-fed, eat whatever you like. Okay, you're going to get good results either way. So that's all I'm going to say about it in this particular video, but that's been my experience and the experience that I've seen with many, many thousands of people doing this. Now, we certainly have recorded enough success stories to know the truth that meat certainly can be helpful and contribute to healing. In fact, over on our website, Carnivore.diet, we now have over 1,000 of those success stories documented. Many of them are, one-on-one interviews that I've done. Of course, Hamza recommends much more than just a healthy diet, including exercise. It's quite clear that human ancestors evolved to eat meat, and perhaps even because of meat. In fact, our digestive tract has specifically evolved to be quite similar to that of other predators that eat meat.
Chimpanzees really like to hunt and kill meat, as do bonobos. Certainly puts us in. So those two species have a common ancestor with us going 6-7 million years ago, and it was from that common ancestor that you get the Australopithecine line. It's very likely, therefore, Australopithecines were eating meat when they could get it.
These differences define why cows are so good at eating plants and humans not so much.
Carnivores have simple and single-chambered stomach, whereas most herbivores have a complex multiple-chambered stomach. Look at the stomach of this cat, which is really simple, but this is the stomach of a cow, which is very complex and has many chambers.
But what about animals like horses?
A horse is also a herbivore but do not have many chambered stomach. But horses also ferment its food, but in the hind part of the gut, that is in cecum. So herbivores are of two types. 1. Foregut fermenters like cow and goat. 2. Hindgut fermenter like horses.
Okay, but vegans constantly remind us that gorillas are immensely strong and mostly vegan. What about them? We share 98% of our DNA with gorillas, but our common ancestor was about 9 million years ago. So are gorillas proof that we should eat mostly plants? No, of course they're not.
But the most surprising thing about a gorilla's strength is that they basically don't eat any meat at all to get this yoked. Gorillas are omnivores, but their diet consists mostly of plant matter, such as stems, bamboo shoots, and fruits. The only limited amount of animals that they do consume are insects such as ants or termites. To digest and absorb nutrients from such a fibrous food source, gorillas are equipped with an extra long gut. And their hindgut, which consists of the cecum and colon, make up about half of their total gut volume, compared to just 20% in humans. If you've ever wondered why gorillas have a big potbelly, that's why.
So how did the carnivore diet help Hamza? Here's just one of the benefits he noticed.
Whilst I'm finishing my first day of the carnivore diet, I'm eating this big plate of meat. The kind of diet, like the kind of meal that so many doctors and all these modern day people and maybe my mother would think is so unhealthy. And for the first day, for as long as I can think, I don't have any mind wandering. My mind is sharp.
So check out Hamza if you'd like to know more about him and his carnivore diet experience and recommendations. The link will be in the description below. If you'd like to see more information about how meat is good for your brain, check out this video I made. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Stay strong.